Hey, and welcome to another episode of Tip Tuesday. My name is Marla Beach, and my tip for you today is to pay attention to the way you talk to yourself. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before, but I wanted to emphasize it again because it has changed so much for me. So what I want you to do is when you do something good or bad, like negative or positive, if you make a mistake, if you are kind to someone, anything, I want you to pay attention to what your mind says to yourself about what happened. Just really, maybe you've never done that, but pay attention to what you say to yourself. Then I want you to take it one step further. I want you to answer yourself in your journal. This is my journal. There's a lot of negative things in here about the way that I talk to myself or the way I feel about certain things or the way I think I treat myself. But I will tell you this. This journal is way better than the ones when I first started, because when I start answering the way that I'm talking to myself and I get out all the yucky stuff, sometimes like the venom, like the poison that you put into your mind and actually into your body by those negative thoughts, and I get them out into my journal. When I see it written out, I can answer myself in the way that I can make more conscious choices about it. What I find is that sometimes I don't answer in a positive way, and sometimes I'm not able to respond to that venom in a positive way. But most of the time, I find that who I start showing up as is the kind of person that I am with other people. Like, I'm more kind and compassionate with others than I have been with myself. I'm getting better at this because I'm practicing. But if I show up and write out those negative things, that person that shows up for others with kindness and compassion starts showing up for me. And I get to see myself care for myself. Does that make sense? That when I practice it and I'm able to show up for myself in a kinder, more compassionate way, I feel loved. And then when I feel loved, I love other people even better. So that's why I want to share that tip with you today. Show up for yourself. Okay, first, pay attention to how you're talking to yourself. Second, get out your journal and start writing out your thoughts about that negative thing that you are experiencing. Or it could be positive, but most of the time it's negative. And then watch as that kinder, more compassionate version of yourself shows up for you and starts loving you back into self-kindness. And then pay attention that you really do love others better when you've loved yourself first. All right, have a wonderful day. If you'd like to hear more about this, I am jumping into a month-long series on my podcast about self-compassion and how it has changed so much about my mental and emotional health. And I can't wait to share that with you. The first of that series comes out tomorrow. All right, have a wonderful day. See you next week.